Hello everybody, and welcome to my Diamond Rank Guide. So, you want to become the best Empire of the Ants player? As the one who currently holds that title, I shall bestow my knowledge to you. This video will be broken into 3 main segments, with subsections to get into detail. There are also a few notes to add on to the end. Without further ado, let's move on to Section 1. Economics. All things in Empire of the Ants are fueled by 2 resources, wood and food. There are many ways to increase these resources. The main source of resource production comes from the 2 economy buildings in a nest, Woodyard and Mushroom Farm. To maximize resource production, these buildings should be on every nest as soon as possible. On maps with 60 starting wood, I build 2 mushroom farms, then 2 woodyards and a mushroom farm. On maps with 50 wood, I go mushroom, wood, mushroom, wood, mushroom. Once your 5 key nests are fitted with resources, it no longer matters as much. Build whichever farm you have the resources for, but prioritize mushroom farms if you have the wood. The second way to get resources is through creep points, most commonly firebugs or ladybugs, but all housing this icon. These are very important for boosting ahead of the enemy, or getting more expensive things like the chemical laboratory. Grab these when you need something big, as these points are crucial to boosting your power and keeping it out of the enemy's hands. The final point of interest are worker gathering sites, taking the form of this icon if they give food, and this one if they give wood. Workers can be sent to harvest from these points, gathering a base of 20 of their respective resource on Tier 1, increasing by 5 on each tier. Using these economy tactics, you should be functioning at full capacity, allowing you to fund your army. Now we move on to building such an army. Strategy. We will split strategy into 3 sections, loadout, offense, and defense, then down to a further 3 sections for each super predator. Loadout. Each deck in this game is built around your super predator, leading to 3 main types of composition. Dor Beetles. Dor Beetles are great tanks, so they pair well with backline supports like aphids or rhinos. I personally use rhinos. In terms of spells, every meta deck in the game needs Rage, Fear, and Toxic. In the case of Dor Beetles, the 4th slot can be either Dash, Reinforcement Call, or Shielding Spores, and Gnat Spies can work on high level. I personally use Reinforcement Call. Rose Chafer Beetles. Both beetles are relatively the same, and so I use exactly the same loadout for both. Rhinos with Reinforcement Call, Rage, Fear, and Toxic. Again, it is possible to swap for another support, mainly the Snail, and for spells you may go for Shielding Spores, Dash, or Gnat Spies. Hornets. Being the only non-tank super predator pretty much requires the Snail, both to tank and keep other legions alive. For spells, Gnat Spies is very helpful for locating weak targets, and then the normal Rage, Fear, and Toxic combo. In this case, Fear is crucial. Defense. Dor Beetles. Dor Beetles are great tanks, able to hold the front line well, boasting the best HP in the game, and able to lock every legion in combat. They're very good at defending backline units like gunners and aphids, if they were good, but since aphids are not good, they pair best with rhinos. This allows you to get into enemy backlines while your doors hold down the front. Doors can single-handedly hold down an entire side of the map by themselves, allowing the rest of your units to remain mobile, picking off backline units, and being free to retreat if needed. Rose Chafers offer much of the same, but do better in groups, as they can't lock everyone. Gunner legions are a joke, along with any lone legion, but bigger armies will more commonly need support. Hornets are great at picking off any reinforcements or flanks without gunner support. Make sure they're always chipping at something, prompting your enemy to make a hasty decision. They're able to quickly swap positioning, making them great for maps like Forest of Ta Yukon. Buildings. Defense also has a variety of buildings for this purpose. The best being the nest guards, as those fill up the HP on a nest, and the nest gunners able to apply damage even when not directly in combat. The walls are more expensive and should be saved until late game. Offense. Dor Beetles. Using their locking ability, Dor Beetles can hold down the front line, taking advantage of backline units to dish out safe damage, and then using rhinos to go in for a sneak attack. This keeps the battlefield dynamic, and produces multiple fronts for your enemy to defend from. Be aggressive, and let your Dor Beetles soak in the damage while you decimate them from behind. Use your spells to fuel your backstabbing units in order to move quickly, and make sure to put Toxic on all the enemies trapped on your Dor Beetles. Rose Chafers are more of the same, being able to hold the front line well while you send in units on another side. But Chafers require a little more upfront support, so be prepared to focus on one front. Focus spells on your front line, and have a slower flank. Chafers need slightly more of a safe gameplay style, as their stats are a little lower. Hornets are great for picking off weak units or reinforcements. Using Fear is an amazing combo, allowing you to get damage and buy your front line some time. All of your ants need to be close together, due to the fact that you will have no tank. Hit one place hard and fortify your position. Move slowly. Information. Information is crucial to any strategy. There are a few ways to gather such tech. The easiest thing to do is scouting. Locate nests, resource points, and the enemy, learning parts of their plan. Nat Spies reveals everything on the map at once, and is a great tool for gathering information. Additionally, there is a whole tab on this topic. 99% of these things are useless, but Cartographers is a good upgrade when you're learning the game, as it shows you pretty much the entire layout of the map. Traders is a great upgrade for finding important enemy nests and being able to then target them. And Sharp Antenna is very good for being able to see the enemy before they see you, allowing you to strike first, and also having the added benefit of revealing some of those sneaky hidden resource points. Use your brain to connect the knowledge you learn to best prepare your army and defeat your enemy before the battle even begins. Three-way free-for-all. A final note here is about the dead game mode of three-way free-for-all. On the off chance you land in one of these matches, you need to change a few things. Being able to work on two fronts is necessary, as if you focus too much on one person, you leave yourself open to a backstab. I also suggest playing more defensively, and waiting for your enemies to pull each other apart. General tips. Being a real-time strategy, speed and tactical thinking is required. You must be able to adapt to a changing battlefield and counter your enemy's moves. I recommend beating the campaign before going to multiplayer, as it is a huge help. Additionally, you could play with friends, helping to make the learning curve more inviting and fun. Learn your strengths and weaknesses and make a strategy that fits you. And maybe one day, you'll be able to stand a chance against me. Of course, I wouldn't give out all my secrets, so get out there and explore the wonderful world of Empire of the Ants. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the Discord with the link in the description, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye!